fact is, if Gonzalez doesn't win this one, he may as well hang up his gloves. He had a reputation for being a monster. Until, of course, he faced Riddick Bowe. Bowe destroyed that monstrous outlook that most of us had about Gonzalez, and he's not been the same since, although he's turned in a good first round here against Ross Purity. Ross Purity really nothing more than a journeyman fighter. Albeit a fairly decent one. He doesn't go over easy, that's for sure. But Gonzalez is a thunderous puncher. He's actually mixed in pretty good company, Ross Purity. That draw with Tommy Morrison. Prior to that, he lost on points to the Canadian Kirk Johnson, not a bad prospect. Also took Brian Nielsen, the gigantic Dane, the full route. And more recently lost to Hassim Rahman on points over 10. Of course, we featured Rahman from Liverpool very recently on a live show. And also Mike Grant, that unbeaten American, the latest White Hope outpointed Purity in the summer of this year. Last minute of round 2, and there seems to be an absence of snap now from Gonzalez here in round 2, having started the first round very well. Purity looking to try and draw the sting of Gonzalez quite early on. And it's often been said that Gonzalez lacks stamina. Oh, that's a low blow from Gonzalez. Yes, Gonzalez does lack stamina over a longer course. So the further this one goes, the more chances Purity may get. Good stiff right then from Gonzalez to the head. Good round again then from Jorge Luis Gonzalez, the Havana Hammer, as they now call him.
You're stronger than this. When you see that jab, how you back him up with it, you gotta let your hands go. Reach for the sky.
Well, quite a bit of leaning on the inside there. Round 3. And referee Fred Copeland basically set them to it. Nice work there from Gonzalez again. Looking very lively so far, Jorge Luis. And if you remember rightly, it was rights, big crazy rights from Tim Witherspoon and Riddick Bowe that put paid to Gonzalez's ambitions. Purity doesn't hit like that, I'm afraid. He's won 19, lost 10. Well, I say he doesn't hit like that. At his level, he's actually stopped 17 opponents. Gonzalez, of course, has only been the distance once when winning. The 24 wins, 23 inside the limit. And for so long, Oklahoma, a non-licensed state, no commission state, I should say, where anything went. All sorts of crazy matches and phantom names.
Stop, stay back, work.
Well, after a fair start to this third round for Ross Purity, it looks like Gonzalez, although he takes a good uppercut, just might get himself back into things here. Whoops-a-daisy. Stumble there from Purity. Takes another little right from Gonzalez, and again. Gonzalez looking for a way forward. And not doing at all badly after a bit of an onslaught by Purity. Big smashing right again from the Cuban. And he's a real monster, this Gonzalez, with a terrible reputation outside the ring. Opponents have come up to him and said good luck. He's slapped them around the face. He's been very discourteous with various media people and fans. Odd man, and yet some people say he's got his gentle side as well. Well, this doesn't look like a bad round for Gonzalez after a tawdry middle part.
There's a doubleheader of live World Cup skiing this weekend on Eurosport. For the men, downhill and slalom in Chamonix in the heart of the French Alps. Will the great French season continue? The women are in Austria for downhill and Super G. Can Germany's Katja Zeitzinger respond to the World Cup challenge of the Swede Pernilla Wiberg? The Alpine Ski World Cup, Chamonix and Bad Kleinkirchheim, Sunday live at 11 a.m. and 1300 on Eurosport. With Warsteiner, partner in the Eurosport team. And Cafe de Colombia, it's the World Cup.
Touch of replay here for that good spell by Ross Purity, keeping Gonzalez pinned on the ropes. Coming up now for round 4. That's Pete Susans, by the way, in the corner of Gonzalez. So Gonzalez then has won the first 3 rounds, in my opinion. Ross Purity's had his moments, but not been able to sustain them so far. And as I said before, this is not a bad performance so far by this Cuban giant, 6 feet 7 inches tall. And of course, for marquee value, why not match Nikolai Valuev of Russia, 7 feet 1. We've shown him, of course, on Eurosport twice so far. Put him in with Gonzalez. Nice left hand work from Gonzalez. And again, good left jab by Gonzalez, ruined it by closing the gap on Purity. Sign of tiredness. Once again, Purity trying to score a few on the inside there, and he's losing a point now, Gonzalez, for holding behind the back of the head. It's an interesting turn-up. Of course, the 10-point must system is a bit confusing. Gonzalez has won this round without a doubt, but he's lost a point. Once again there, Purity trying to whack a few in on the blind side. And he's doing very well, Purity, to get as close as he is, because He's taking quite a few risks. Well, Purity lost the round, but he's going to get 10 points along with Gonzalez. Gonzalez managed by Louis de Cubas, who of course manages Roberto Duran. Got a bit of a mixed reception from the American fight aficionados, Mr. de Cubas. And this is round 5 of this 10-round contest now. And referee Fred Copeland once again warning Gonzalez not to hold behind the head. And really, when you think that Purity is walking forward, begging to be hit, it's quite a wonder he's managed to close Gonzalez down the way he is. It's just Gonzalez making mistakes, really. And if he was world champion as an amateur for 8 years, it makes you wonder how much he's actually forgotten. It looks like he's forgotten more than he knows. Once again, Purity playing the punch bag there. Trying to wear Gonzalez out. Hoping Gonzalez gets very arm weary, lets them drop so he can get through. And don't forget, Purity took big punches from Tommy Morrison for 10 rounds. And Purity's got no interest at all in punching from the outside, but catching Gonzalez there with the left hook. And a good right from Purity. But once again, he's having a spell. Yes, this is a career lightest for Gonzalez. As Witherspoon, sorry, my apologies, as Purity swipes away. Of course, Ross Purity, not a patch on Tim Witherspoon. And again, getting through some nice shots there. And Gonzalez getting laboured somewhat as Purity puts in a good finish. Might just be enough to share him the round. Touch of replay here. Gonzalez forced to back off. Round 6. Jorge Luis Gonzalez needs to get that discipline back. As I said before, this is a fight he cannot afford to lose. He's lost twice so far in 26 fights. He cannot afford to lose this one. Otherwise, all of those fancy dreams he had will be blown away. Purity, though, the kind of man who will raise his game accordingly. The bigger the name he's against, the better he fights. Although, to be honest, he's not fought that well here. His offensive has been quite poor. He's walked forward and taken a lot of shots. Great uppercut then from Purity. Well, once again, Purity having some good spells with the right hand. And this is the kind of thing that Gonzalez hates. He doesn't like being put under pressure. Good stiff left then from Gonzalez. And really, Purity is making absolute mockery of Jorge Luis Gonzalez's punching power. As a swelling now occurred on the left eye of Gonzalez, trying to pour Purity away. Gonzalez just lacking the energy to get the center of the ring and keep it. Well, in spite of that spell by Purity, which had Gonzalez on the ropes, it looks like Gonzalez might have landed enough punches to win this 6th round. Well, he's just lost another point for holding behind the back of the head. A touch of the Andrew Gallotas. Well, now he's looking to make Purity pay. Good stiff jab to finish the round from Gonzalez.
Listen to me, he's ready to be taken, he's buffaloed. You gotta pull from in here. This is a fight you can win. Pull from that hard side. Look at me. I'm not yelling at you because you're not doing the job. I'm yelling at you because I know you can win it.
A little bit of psychological input then from the Purity corner as we come out for round 7. Body shot, straying low from Purity. Gonzalez didn't like it. Purity out to put him under pressure once again. And this, of course, was something Gonzalez never learned to cope with. And he's got caught there with the right hand. Can Gonzalez grit his teeth the way real fighters do and come back? He's not really taking clean punches. They're just skimming. But he looks bothered by them. What's going on? Well, Gonzalez talking to Purity, Purity talking back. Gonzalez looks like he's roused himself now. Purity there just trying to lunge and hang in. Force the referee to once again caution Gonzalez if Gonzalez makes mistakes. Well, these tactics from Purity are going to be one of two things: madness or genius. All part, of course, of the same equation. Once again, Gonzalez lashing him with the right. Oh, good shot to the body. Big right from Ross Purity. Gonzalez in a bit of trouble, takes a left hook. So Gonzalez hurt there by a left hook. Taking the standing count from referee Fred Copeland. Oops, and he's dropped his gum shield. What's going on here? It's all over. Ross Purity's won. I can't believe Gonzalez has actually retired himself. He took out his gum shield, said, I've had enough. Well, I suppose that's an exposure of the bully mentality in the big Cuban who could dish it out, but he could never take it. Well, all of the Gonzalez critics vindicated at last, and he's been beaten by a journeyman. Of course, you could excuse the loss to Riddick Bowe. You could excuse the loss to Tim Witherspoon.